What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. Um, a lot of different things have transpired, and I get a lot of questions asked. And definitely, this is one question that I don't mind asking before I call it a day and go to bed. um, I was asked, how do you make amends with someone who doesn't want to make an amends? And should they keep trying? What should be the approach? And to, basically handle this and make an amends. Here's the thing: when you make an amends is for you. Okay, it's up to the other. It's not up to you to make the other person accept it. When you make an amends, you're making an amends for yourself and for the other person. And if they don't want to accept it, it's on them. But you've done your part by making the amends. Now it's up to them. You can't make someone accept it. It's like giving a gift and expecting one in return. You can't do that. If you give a gift and get mad that you don't give a gift back in return, then what did you give the gift for? If you gave a gift only to get one back, that's like apologizing to someone. And he was like, hey, I apologize to you. You didn't apologize to me back. Maybe they didn't feel they were sorry for something. But you apologizing to them only to get something back in return, then kind of really isn't an apology, is it? So it's not really an amends if you're expecting to get accepted with the amends. Long as you make an amends to that person, it's up to that other person if they want to accept it or not. Times have changed, situations change. It's a lot of different elements that take place, a lot of moving parts involved. Like what did you do? The severity of the situation. But in general purposes of speaking, this is why we're talking about this in principle manner of just I made a mistake. Naturally, you can't just slaughter 57 people that they know and then come back and be like, I want to make an amends. That's going to be a little tough. Yeah, and don't forget my cousin too. Mourning my cousin. 26-year-old woman lost her life, gunned down in her driveway in Indianapolis, and the person is still on the loose. So yeah, we're definitely in that realm right now. Me, it's an entirely different scenario. Yeah, you must have been absent for a while. That was a massive thing that went down. Very massive. Now, well, we try to do what we can to help people out, in our times of need. But when you want to make an amends to some people, you do so. A lot of us, we just hold on to things because deem it so important until someone's not here anymore. Then for some reason we realize things are not that important as we made it out to be. When we should know that already. It's like we know this isn't that important, and it's like crazy that we have to wait till someone isn't here anymore. How many times must we learn this lesson? Oh, I got a friend that's like that. It's a girl, I used to sleep with before a long time ago. Now she's married with kids and everything, and we got along great. Then we had one argument, and for some reason, she is just upset with me. And I don't know what happened. I hope she's not still stuck on that argument. I told her forgave her and told her anything I've done to you. I don't know what it could have been, but I'm sorry. And I don't know what's she's still like weird about it. So I have no idea. So I have to keep it moving because it's not up to me to keep trying to force someone to make an amends on something. If people want to make an amends, they'll do it on their own terms and on their own, accountants, accordance or whatever. But it doesn't even matter in real time. People have their own time to come around to it. Well, you have some people that are exceptional people who are very gifted, and you have some that are what you would call an exception to the rule. Some people just, there's just so much in between so it's too high of a something that they've done wrong for you to be able to forgive at that time. It might take a long time. I've seen people forgive a lot of different things, you know. I got a friend that's been surrounded by tragedy, you know. She lost one of her best friends because she was dating some thugs. They come over to her house and they got weapons on them. And the mom, instead of being a real mom saying, hey, y'all got to leave my house with weapons, she was like, oh, y'all got to put those weapons away if you're going to come in here. So the guy takes the weapon out, sets it down, it goes off and hits a girl in the face, her friend, from across the street. And the girl, her friend, dies. They run out of the place. And it's hard to make an amends for something like that. Your friend from across the street was coming over to hang out and chill with you. Y'all teenagers and y'all got these boys over, and these guys are not the type of people that should be in there. Now, the mom is under, a lot of scrutiny because this was in your care. You know, the people across the street, they're going to want some answers. They're going to be angry. They want to know what happened. How did this happen? Why would you allow that in your home? So it's a lot of pain there. So they had to move. And I mean move out of the state. So I don't know if the family's got a lawsuit against TMZ yet. I mean, they should. But now you see what I mean when I say severity of the amendment to make an amends. You know, they still want to make an amends to that person, but it's hard to make an amends for that family when they lost somebody over something very stupid. You know, that's why you got to watch the decisions you make, because it only takes 1 second and everybody's life is changed. 1 second. What is the thumbnail about? That was just the first picture I saw, and I just threw it in there. Said, well, here it is. Throw that on in there. Hmm. Well, you got to make a decision. What do you really want in life? What do you really want to do? Do you really want to be the person that's laying up with the skanky girl? Do you really want that? Do you want that to be your life? Do you want to be a life where you have to make amends all the time? Hmm? Or you want to have a life in which it's fruitful, meaningful, something that has merit of life? You want to have friends. You want to have different things you want to get into. Do I invest in stocks? Yes. I have a team that invests for me. I have a brokerage account, and that's that. Yeah, it's about bedtime. I might go down and play some PS4 before I go to bed. Yeah, I know all my Patreon followers were shocked today, seeing all the information I was putting out. And y'all welcome. January is already, we started off this Patreon with a bang. Everybody shocked. I'm like, man, y'all shocked? February ain't even here yet. Wait till you get the February lineup. I'm shocking you with this? Okay. Yeah, there's been a lot of shocking info on there. So only people who've been on the Patreon, they actually know what's been going on. Ah man, it's been a couple of topics. uh I'm trying to think, what is the newest topic on the Patreon? About an NBA player being assassinated and set up by his wife. That's the late. I think that's the last one. That was up there. So, like I told you, y'all been missing some explosive, groundbreaking stuff. uh, Yesterday was explosive. Today was explosive. What would I say tomorrow? I think one time the Patreon people hit me up like, we got a guideline rule. I'm like, dude, I thought Patreon so I can get loose. Oh God, your assumptions are more like trolling, dude. You have no idea what I go through in a day. Well, boring. If anything is boring to you, it's because I choose to be. I like being in the house, but when I go out, I go out. Did you not see me sitting there with the cast of Power watching the Power episode? Did you not see me there? Did I not stream that live so that you could see the Q&A after we watched the episode in the movie theaters on the big screen? You guys have seen me everywhere. There's nothing else more to prove. To whom do I need to prove it? Yes, my invite was, it wasn't date night. I was invited to be there. It didn't say bring a +1. Oh, one of my bulbs went out. I gotta replace the bulb. Good thing I got a lot of bulbs, bub. Yeah, that Patreon's a mother. I can't tell you that lie. I'm starting to love that Patreon. Cause I can get loose and be like, they said I can get loose. They said, yep, you can do whatever. I'll be all snap. Well, I was watching anime Paprika earlier. I don't know if you guys know what that is. We live. This is where I get my downtime. If I turn on the PS4, I might end up going into another thing. Oh, let me sit down. Turn this on first. Let me see what's on Netflix, because I was told to watch some on there. It's about a whole government thing taking place. A lot of dream sequences. A lot of ideas taken from that anime that has been put in a lot of different movies that we've seen. A Fall from Grace. That's what I was supposed to watch. Tyler Perry movie. They want me to give my opinion on this film.
These people are murderers and liars and thieves, babe. And to defend them, I'm just having second thoughts about all of this. Really. I just want to stay there long enough so I can get these student loans paid off. I don't want to be a player. No, come on. You do.
Well, this is going to be some. The acting is at a C level.
Last night I may have had one too many.
Was that an apology?
If that's what you call it.
Well, I think you do a great job, Jasmine.
Thanks, Tulsa.
When are you talking to the DA about Grace Waters?
Later this
Get it done, get it done, get it
Meeting
done.
him at court.
Man, Tyler Perry got the worst hair makeup job ever.
Who's that? See any appointment? Okay. Malcolm?
Yes, are you Jasmine?
Yes. Hi.
Grace Waters is my mother.
Oh.
You're gonna help her, right? Please. I love my mother, and I know she's innocent. I know she is. She couldn't do that to anyone. No one. She wouldn't even kill spiders when I was growing up. She'd make my dad take them outside in the cup. You have to help her.
All right, well.
She wants to plead guilty.
No. Please.
Knowing him, it's going to be
She won't
some.
see me. You have to help her. Give me.
You see this? People still texting me. It's 5:50 in the morning, and people are texting me like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? You must have been doing some blow tonight. Who does blow on a Tuesday night? Obviously they do.
I want life without parole.
Are you serious? She has no record. She's a model citizen. She has no priors. Come on, we want 15 years.
No deal.
I mean, they just sent me a text like, yo, what you doing? You chilling? Dude, it's 5:50 in the morning. Who texts people like this?
They're offering a maximum. Life without the possibility of parole.
That's the best they can do.
He's at
Hit me before 9, shoot. I'm like Chauncey. Don't come back. Don't come by here. Don't you call. I don't get up to about 1 or 2:30. I don't care what I said.
Okay.
Don't call me until it's afternoon.
Okay, do it.
I mean, I could have played this role as the husband. He ain't said one word the entire movie. Three, 5, 1.
Yes.
Hi, Miss Sarah.
Yes.
This is Jasmine Bryant. I'm representing Grace Waters. Is it possible that I could come by this morning?
Well, yes, I'm home. My address is 2342 West Pleasant Lane.
Okay, here we go. If someone that loves you and put up with your ways, but you're not giving her a chance because you may bring up too many things that you don't like about her. I don't know what you talking about. Cause you just told me it's somebody that loves you, right? They loving you, but you don't love them the same way. Why are we even having this conversation? I mean, what is the question about? But you not giving her a chance because of too many things that she has that's going wrong. I'm trying to figure out that text. By the way, the super chat works over here. We on One Crack News. The super chat works. I've answered your question a long time ago. Now we just chilling out. We was watching a fall from grace till I fall and go to sleep and wake up again by the grace of God. I've been having some crazy dreams, man. Like I was like in prison fighting people. And I'm like, dude, what am I doing in prison? That's a bad sign. Your super chat is broken? Well, then you can go to my Cash App. Carcino's the name on the Cash App. There you go. If you once you said condition, that's already you done messed up.
Okay, thank you.
All right. How you been?
Hi.
Hi, would you mind, please?
Oh man, the Cosby Show.
Oh, my goodness.
Felicia
Yes,
Rashad.
Lieutenant. Oh, yeah. Just get it on this curve and we'll be fine. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, that's one of my tenants. They don't have families. Look, come on in, honey. Come on over this way.
Okay.
Do you like coffee?
Oh, I do. Thank you very much.
All right.
Mm-mm-mm. That girl put
They
together.
said there would be sunshine today. So much for what they know.
I know, right? No.
So, what brings you to see me?
Tears. I saw Miss Grace cry tears that I've never seen a guilty person cry yesterday.
You know, I have to tell you, I feel really bad. A lot of this is my fault.
Mm-mm.
Why do you say that?
Age is a bitch, dog. It'll sneak up on you. One day you're all lovely looking, just like you, all young and lovely. Seem like the next day you're my age, wondering where all the time went. I'm a little older than she is. But
Oh man, it's going down. John Jones versus another guy he gonna beat up. Man, when will they realize, man, UFC is such a joke right now. Such a joke. But it's making money, and it's gonna make money because the people that they target is very stupid. So when you target a stupid audience and people who don't know any better because they're drunk and they just there to see somebody rumble and their IQ level is 2. This is perfect. This is perfect for them. It's just barbaric. And the people who do have skill, they don't know the difference anyway. They don't know who's great and who's not. I'll be sitting there like, that guy is skilled. This guy isn't. Why are you rooting for that guy? Oh, he's great. You see how he said F you? I'm like, you really got to be kidding me. Thanks for the super chat, Wes. Poe pimping. But you the first person to send a super chat. Oh, man. Good times, good times. Yep, good times. Boat drinks, Charlie. Boat drinks. I don't like boats. I'm from Chicago, Kenwood Drive. That means I don't accept terms. I give them. Now, you have a choice. You could either super chat or not. Makes no difference to me. What that mean? Meaning just that. You could either do or do not. There is no try. I'm from Chicago. You don't to give us no terms.
Lonely. Living in a house, old ladies and their cats.
I'm not from Wisconsin.
Good soul. So, how
See, and that's why I got my Patreon set up.
all the time, but she wouldn't do it.
Because I can go in all the way
When her son got
and
married,
give them the real
that's when
uncut.
everything took a turn.
But what I'm going to do today,
Literally watched as she
because my
changed
guy
the
came here and dropped the super chat, Wesley Griffin. And because some people here are actually a part of my Patreon, I'm going to give y'all a gift. You're going to get a free video inside of a video. You already got like 3 videos in this one. But now you're finna get another. So you can clap your hands for this one. Now, a guy went and bought a car. Right? He's a hustler. Saved up his money, bought a car. The guy who he was working for said, you got to take that and cash that car back. Get your money back. It's too much attention. It's going to bring a lot of attention to you. Don't go get the car. So he was like, all right. He go back to get the car. They said, well, because the sale went through, when she took it off the lot, the car has lost its value. So we're going to have to keep this much money if you bring it back. We could buy it off you, but now this is what the price is. So he's losing some grands. So he go back and tell him, like, I got to keep the car. They said, if I bring the car back, I'm going to lose some money. And they said, what? And this is his boss, basically. So he's like, I'm going to go over there and talk to him. So he goes back there, and then the boss kind of threatens him, pulls a gun on him, threatened the doggone guy who sold him the car, and put the gun on him, roughed him up a little bit. Next thing you know, that guy pressed charges. So the boss is going, he got to go to court and everything else. They had him arrested for doing all this. They had him on camera threatening him. So the guy who had the car, he still got the car. They got him arrested and they got him out. He's locked up and going through this case based on him. So now he's like, you owe me money. The boss is like, you owe me money because I got through this for you. He's like, I didn't tell you to go do that. You wanted me to go get the car. You brought all this heat on you. I didn't tell you to go up there and smack this dude up to get the money back from the car. You chose to do that. So the guy is like, I don't owe you no money. And the boss is, oh, you gonna give me my money. He was, oh, no, I'm not. So now you tell me who's at fault in this situation? The boss or the person that works for him? Well, you want to know how this story ends? Have to get signed up on Patreon. Because the Patreon, we're going to go all the way in on this one. So that's just the setup for it. I'll do the full breakdown on Patreon. That way you know exactly what's going on. We'll fill in all the details, and that's that. So all my Patreon brothers, you know, and sisters, I'm sorry, Danielle. But all my sisters over there, you already know what time it is. Oh, the Patreon is, yeah, it's lit. Yeah, it's some groundbreaking information on there. We still ain't even scratched the surface. Wait till February hit. We got a whole lineup of stuff coming on in February. I ain't even got to my main stuff yet. People think this is the main stuff. Shoot, nah. The last story we did was the NBA player who was set up and murdered by his wife. And then we had an Aaron Hernandez story. Then Michael Jackson getting his arm broke. And we got the photo of Michael Jackson. We had LeBron James' secret child. We got a whole bunch of stuff up there. So y'all already know what time it is. Y'all been missing out. A lot of stuff is already there. So